Yeah, Beta is just now about 70 miles. I just checked the center of the storm. 70 miles from the Texas coastline, continuing to move very slowly to the north-northwest. We are expecting a landfall somewhere around Corpus Christi or just to the north of that sometime tonight, just because it's moving so slow. And we'll also start to see some of those rain bands begin to filter into central Texas today. Bryan College Station, you're already seeing some of that down near Grimes County, some light to moderate rain. No lightning, and that is likely to be the theme. We're not going to expect much in the way of thunderstorm activity or even severe weather because this storm is actually being choked off by a lot of dry air. Look out over Big Bend National Park area. This is all dry air from the wildfire smoke we talked about last week from the west coast. A lot of that made it down into Texas. It's up in the upper atmosphere, so that is getting sucked into the tropical system and is helping to prevent some of those stronger storms from developing. We are now seeing some more activity fire up, however, just close to the center. You can see that little white blob here on the infrared satellite, I should say. So there's Beta right now, sustained at 60 miles per hour. So notice the storm is weakening. It will continue to weaken too as it makes its way toward the Texas coastline down to about 45 or even 40 miles per hour. So probably a low-end tropical storm by the time it makes its way into the state. And then it will just continue to ride the coastline up toward the Louisiana area, eventually fall apart. So that means it's going to be a very heavy rain maker for the southeast Texas coast. Tropical storm warnings, as we just mentioned earlier, in effect from Louisiana all the way down into Corpus Christi, where they could still see those tropical storm force winds. But of course, the heavy rain will just be the big concern with that. For future track here in central Texas, we're not expecting too much heavy rain. We'll still go with that 1 to 3 inch ballpark over the next few days. If you get caught under one of these heavy rain bands, you might run into some minor street flooding, but we're not expecting widespread flash flooding with Tropical Storm Beta. Definitely the good news. We'll also have the northeast breezes at about 15 to 20 miles per hour today. The good news also is that temperatures, if you're enjoying the cooler air, we had some of that this weekend. It is going to be even cooler, just a little bit more muggy, of course, with temperatures in the low 70s right now, and we will struggle to get out of the 60s some spots this afternoon, probably only maxing out at about 71 or 72 this afternoon. As you can see, for those high temperatures, not going to be too bad. About 15 to maybe even 20 degrees below normal for some spots today. Going to be really nice. Tomorrow, 75, 78 Wednesday. So the 70s are here to stay for the next few days before we dry things out by the weekend. Close to 90 by Saturday. And then another cold front comes through Sunday night. We'll drop temperatures back into the mid 80s with dry conditions by next week, guys.